Hi Capricorn, welcome to Crazy Sexy Spiritual. I'm going to be doing your What They Aren't Telling You reading for May 2020. Now this reading, we're getting into the uncomfortable truth, the harsh truth. If you're interested in the truth, then you should stick around for this reading. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. This is just going to cover all the things that they aren't telling you. So I have two tarot decks here. They're both sexual in nature. So if you're not interested in that, click off now. I'm going to do my main read with the Tarot of Sexual Magic. Then I have another deck here to clarify, which is sexual in nature. So the images. Then we will move on to an oracle deck that I have. And this is also a sexual oracle deck. But if you make it this far in the reading, this one has on each card, it has a zodiac sign too. So if you're the kind of person who likes to identify this sign, or you feel like it's confirmation if the signs come up, this deck has one on each card. Then I'll be moving into Twin Flame Shadows. So this is also just going to bring out some more messages to see what's going on behind the scenes. And then once we make it through all the hard stuff, at the very end of the reading, I'll be pulling messages from two Twin Flame decks here that I have. Now these are a little more heartfelt, warm, loving messages, and they'll be at the end. And it's nice to kind of wrap it up at the end, closing it out with that. Now, as I'm doing the reading, I'm just going to let whatever happens happen. I'm not really sticking to a time limit on this. I'm just going to let what comes out, come out, okay? So I think that was everything. Also, if you would like to connect to future reads, you have to make sure you give this video a thumbs up, guys. It just is a way that my energy connects with your energy. And it's a way to show appreciation for the time and effort that gets put into these videos. All right, Capricorn, I think I'm ready to rock and roll. Before I even started your reading, the song by 30 Seconds to Mars, Up in the Air, was in my head. And I felt a little of emotion come across me like I was going to cry. So I don't know what that is about, but we're about to find out. So these first three cards are just going to kind of give me a general idea of what's going on. And then the more we get into it, we'll get the details. In this reading, I am talking to Capricorn, but feel free to swap the energies if it fits the other way, if you're a cross watcher. But in this reading, I will be talking to Capricorn. At the end, too, the messages, the sweet messages, the Twin Flame messages, they're to you, Capricorn, okay? So we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Swords. Okay, Capricorn. The Seven of Pentacles in this deck means tiredness. The Queen of Swords in this deck means exploring. And the Queen of Wands in this deck is undressing. The Eight of Swords is scratching. It's not the traditional wider rate system with this deck. So right away, I'm feeling like there is a choice between two people. Or you are in a connection with somebody, Capricorn, and it's exhausting. And you're ready to explore options with somebody else. Or Capricorn, I'm sorry. What they aren't telling you is that they are tired of this connection and they want to go explore their options with somebody else. There's a connection here, Capricorn, that with this Queen of Swords, it feels, you know, like she's in the negative side of the Queen of Swords, like the energy of cold, there's no connection, ready to cut someone off, knows how to turn her emotions off, and somebody's tired of this. And they're ready to explore their feelings that they have for this Queen of Wands. That is, it's exciting, it's passionate, it's something you want to explore, it's something you want to get to know more. It's like when you first meet somebody and you get all these exciting feelings about them, like you're excited every time a text pops up from them, you're excited to see them, you're excited the idea of them, because everything's still so new and interesting before you guys get into all the issues that you have underneath the surface. Okay, it's that kind of feeling. Like it's just new and exciting, and it's something that maybe it's a distraction, maybe it's something to take their mind off of this cold energy that they're feeling, because somebody here just feels like they're just over it. Now, it could be a choice between two, because there's two queens here. The queens don't have to be female, gender is not specific, but it would be two people with these energies, okay? Somebody's cold and somebody is just on fire, like hot, like they've lit the flame inside of you and you want to move towards that. This tired card here too, I'm going to show it to you so you can get an idea of like what's happening here. Hopefully it shows up, guys. This also is just giving me the feeling of everything that's going on with the quarantine, like being stuck at home, the house is messy, they're naked, they look exhausted. If you notice here, the wine glass is tipped over, the candles, the flames are not lit, but somebody feels bound to this connection, attached to this connection. They have this red ribbon here. It's tied around her wrist. And this just feels like a connection that's exhausting at this point, and it could just be due to the circumstances of what's going on, okay? But it's a mess. It looks messy, it feels cold, it feels boring, it's not exciting, and it's not being talked about, because here these images, these people in this image aren't exposed, they're completely covered up by this sheet. So I just feel like maybe nobody's talking about it right now, okay? Let's get some more cards here. I do feel like there's somebody on the outside, Capricorn, and I don't know if you are in communication with this person, but in this Eight of Swords card, the devil is in the background, like creeping in. So this could be this, where she feels bound. It could be to this person who's on the outside of the whatever this connection is. Like they're on the outside looking and they're no longer a part of it. This tired, exhausted feeling, Capricorn, could be about this connection in the back that feels something like the devil. You feel bound to it. You can't escape it. It's in your thoughts. It's in the room. Even if they're not there, the energy is there. It's annoying. Somebody could not be telling you they're looking back at an old connection with somebody that they had from the past, and it's not their current connection that they're in now, because they feel bound to them for some reason or another. But somebody cut them out to explore this new, exciting, passionate beginning. It just feels really brand new to me, as where the devil here feels like it's, you know, something that's old and tired and exhausting and cold, and the feelings aren't there, the flame is not lit, the spark is gone. Somebody's heart has been broken many times with this. Like I feel like there's a lot of pain here. There's a lot of energy that feels just like it's negative energy, with whatever or whoever this devil is lurking in the background for you, Capricorn. There's definitely a presence here. For some of you, I'm also getting they aren't telling you. They aren't telling you that they, for some of you, I'm getting they aren't telling you that they've, like, I'm getting like a peeping Tom vibe. Like somebody has looked in the window of somebody else and seen somebody else, like getting undressed. You can see it better back here. Getting undressed. But there's this male figure, you know, he in here he's in a painting, so it feels disconnected, that it's not. And in this one, they're watching. And then here, it's like she's in this physical connection with another person, but this devil, excuse me, is lurking in the background. And now that I'm getting gas, like burps coming up, somebody, yeah, this is not like, there's no communication happening. This could literally just be someone creeping in your window. Yo, this heater, it got hot, and let me tell you, my feet are freezing, but like now I'm getting, my face is feeling like it's getting hot. All right, we are 11 minutes in, and I'm still just reading these 3 cards here. Yeah, there's definitely something about undressing and somebody looking through a window at night and seeing you with the lights on in the house. So like you wouldn't see them, but they saw into the house. What else aren't they telling Capricorn? We have the 9 of Swords and the 5 of Swords. Okay, so this card always feels like me, the 9 of Swords in this deck always feels to me like somebody is like removed on the outside watching. So it's hard to explain to me, but it's an energy of like somebody watching something. So like somebody saw somebody watching porn, like the person they were watching was doing something, you know, and they didn't know that they were being witnessed from behind. Or it was a situation where like somebody witnessed, like if you had somebody looking in your window, they witnessed you going down on someone while maybe you were watching like a porn where someone was going down on someone. It just feels like a situation like that to me. Like it's on the, I keep wanting to put it up there. It's on the outside looking in, but like it feels twice removed. I don't know how to explain it. Like they're doing it through a way where they're not physically there. So like maybe like a hidden camera, that kind of a way where they're seeing it from the outside, but they're still witnessing it. And then we have the 5 of Swords here. The woman in, sorry guys, the woman in both these images has the buns like the woman from Star Wars. I don't know her name, guys. I'm not into Star Wars. For some of you, that could be like somebody here like Star Wars. Or they aren't telling you that they are meeting up with someone to have sex, like outside. But to me, this isn't a connection where there's emotion and passion there. This is a connection where people are just coming together to like get off. There's no emotion. It feels cold, like this Queen of Swords here. Like it's just someone's here doing their job, but they're not really in it. Or this connection could have a lot of conflict. It could be with an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. This Queen of Wands could be Leo, Sag. Oh, no way. When I was shuffling the cards before I even started this video, this card kept showing itself to me, and I thought it just was personally trying to get my attention because of something I'm going through personally. Let me get back on track. This Queen of Wands could be Aries, Leo, Sag, okay? But it doesn't have to be any of those signs. I know some people like to hear the signs. This card, Capricorn, is the 10 of Cups, okay? Now, in traditional tarot, that's an amazing card to get. I was doing a reading, and I want to say it was the Libra reading. And I am I read energy. And for some reason, this card wasn't giving me, to me, it just feels like a woman. I'll show you there's a person who's fallen off the bed. She looks annoyed. Her hands are on her hips. She's leaning over them. This is almost to me like a feeling of like when your drunk friends just sloppy and falling all over the place and you're just like, what the fuck, get it together. It's that kind of energy. It just feels annoying. It feels like an inconvenience. That can be relevant for some people because that is the energy I feel from this card. But during the Libra reading, I felt called to look at the book. And I didn't know where the book or the box was because I have decks all over the place here. But I happened to open up this drawer here and it was laying right there. So I look it up, and this card is a card of like a frenemy. This is a friend. Let me read the exact words. And I don't normally do this, but I was called to do it. And I'm glad I did it because I would have never got that from the card. Dangerous friendships, a rash act. Okay? Dangerous friendships. So there could be somebody, they're not telling you that there's somebody who they kind of feel is like dangerous, or they bring this energy of, it can be this exciting new energy, but it can be like, they have connections with people who maybe necessarily aren't like the best crowd to be around, or that kind of thing. Like, it's going to bring people into your life that probably aren't the best people, or you have a frenemy, or you have a friend who just wishes you no good. You may be aware of that, or you may not be aware of that, okay? I'm feeling like you don't know this because this is what they aren't telling you, Capricorn. So I also am noticing now there's 3 cards from this deck in front of me, and the back of the woman is turned in all of these cards. Her back, she is being witnessed from behind. So she's unaware of this. She's unaware of what's going on, which makes sense, right? Because this is not something that you know, okay? So maybe I'm feeling like for some of you, this is kind of a warning that there's something going on that you aren't aware of yet with this devil lurking in the background here. It hasn't showed its like head yet, but it's like happening behind the scenes. You're being witnessed. Now, for some of you, I'm getting Capricorn, they aren't telling you that maybe they have videos of you that they maybe are thinking about putting online, like on a porn website, or they have images of you that they're thinking about sharing. Feels this energy here, Capricorn, of wanting to expose something in some way, but for the reasons of like shame or embarrassment, or to like get back at you. But whatever this is, male or female, okay? You could be a male and a woman is threatening to do these things to you. The gender does not matter here. But this is behind your back, okay? This is something happening behind your back. What else aren't they telling Capricorn? Okay, now we have the Page. An ant just fell on me from where the hell, the ceiling? So bizarre. Now we have the Page of Cups and the 3 of Cups. So this could be a third-party situation. Again, the energy from this card, it's the woman with the buns, okay? Now, she's not on every card, so it's interesting that this same imagery is coming out. Maybe it's because it's trying to tell me that this is the same person, okay? But here she is going for a walk, and there's this man groping her butt, and she's in the woods. So for some of you, they're not just telling you that they have a great ass. For some of you, they're not telling you that they love they love your blowjobs, or they love when you go down on them. For some of you, they're not telling you that they love when you're on top. For some of you, they're not telling you that they love that you take care of them when they're like a sloppy, complete mess. But this energy here with this Page of Cups, to me, this is it's an immature energy. So there could be a three-party situation that they aren't telling you about, Capricorn, that involves somebody younger. This person is a person that gets you all in your feels, like a hopeless romantic. But still, there's this feeling I have of caution here. You know, like they're operating under the candlelight in the night. They look like they're down in a basement. She's completely exposed. He's covered up. So it just feels, he still has his shoes on. Somebody who gets you all in your feelings and you have all these emotions, but it's like they still have their shoes on. Like they're prepared to walk out at any minute. This is like, you know, somebody who's really good at making you feel things, but they don't really mean it. You know, they know the right things to say. They know the right things to do. Like a play. I wouldn't say it's like a player. It's just that immature, flighty, flaky kind of energy. And she's like completely unprepared, you know? She doesn't have the black buns though. What else aren't they telling you, Capricorn? Okay, so we have the Ace of Cups. So this could be a brand new connection, or they aren't telling you, or somebody isn't telling you about this brand new connection. But to me, this feels heavy, like it's a lot to carry, and it shouldn't feel that way because it's brand new. So somebody isn't telling you that this could maybe be an overwhelming situation, because we had this card at the beginning, the tiredness, okay? Somebody could be feeling like it's a lot to carry, or it's a lot emotionally. They feel overwhelmed, like somebody's putting a lot of emotion or responsibility on them. Somebody feels like it's a lot of work, and somebody else is just like completely blind to the fact that somebody is feeling overwhelmed, or like something's heavy, okay? They're just like along for the ride here. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. So this card, there's an older man, he's painting. Looks like he's going to paint these people, but they're uncomfortable about it. Okay, so this could just be confirming that there's some sort of witnessing of something that's happened that you're unaware of, or somebody got caught in the act. This could be like two people getting caught by an older gentleman, or like a long-term partner, like walking in on you guys in the act. They look nervous though. Okay, now we have the Four of Swords. And she just looks like she's fed up. Like you woke her up in the middle of the night, she ain't having it, she's annoyed. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles, which to me always just feels like home. These two people, he's at the table admiring her, she's cooking. And to me that just feels like this is a person where you feel like you could do nothing with them. Like the simplest things, like the everyday life things with this person is exciting. And you're happy. You're happy in this connection doing, you know, what most people would consider boring. I gotta turn this off, guys. I'm getting really hot. Can I ever just be comfortable doing a reading? I either get freezing, or I'm really hot, or I'm back and forth. Like I would love to just sit here and, you know. But that could actually, you know, be the energy, you know, like me being uncomfortable, back and forth, you know, I'm hot, then I'm cold. That could be just a way that Spirit is telling me that that's what's going on in this dynamic here. You know, somebody's hot and cold, somebody's on and off, it's exciting, it's boring, it's, you know, but that could be the third party situation. There could be this going on in a dynamic where, you know, somebody feels like home, you can do anything with them, you could do nothing, and, you know, it's the best connection, you're happy with that. But then there's this other energy here where it feels on and off. It doesn't even feel hot and cold, it feels cold. Like no emotion there. This might be a person who's good at communicating emotion, okay? Like they say things that make you think they feel things, but they actually don't. They're just good at saying the right thing, but you can feel there's no emotion there. It just feels like a cold connection, like it's dying. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Pentacles. And to me, this can go two ways. This can mean for some of you, they aren't telling you that they're into butt stuff. They want to toss your salad. They want you to toss their salad. They want you to throw them down on the table when they're cooking you breakfast or dinner or lunch. They want you to pick them up and be, you know, dominating energy over them. They're into that and they're not communicating that with you. They could think about those things when they're watching you in the kitchen. But then sometimes this card gives me the energy of somebody who's forcing themselves on another person. Okay, so you'll know how that resonates for you, Capricorn. Now we're going to get into these juicy cards. So this is a sexual oracle deck. I'm just going to let what wants to come out, come out. If you're still here at this point and you have not given this video a thumbs up, please take 2 seconds of your time, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, okay? Okay, so what aren't they telling Capricorn? I can feel it already. I don't know if you guys like noticed, but my energy just totally shifted. Like something just feels really exciting now. Like so somebody could watch this be like just really excited to hear. Or I've been waiting for this video for a few days because I'm a little behind with this Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces videos. I just feel like giddy and excited like about what's about to come out. Alright, so what else aren't they telling Capricorn? Guys, these are my favorite videos by far that I've made yet on my channel. This is like who I am in real life, and this is me like with my girl, my best friend. Like this is the stuff I like to talk about. Maybe it's just me getting excited. Okay, we have savoring. It says loves giving or receiving oral sex, takes their time to play in your playground, tasting you turns them on. Could be involved with a Cancer. You know, so many things they cannot be telling you from this card, like everything it said. But also, this card sometimes gives me the vibes of like, not only is this, you know, somebody ejaculating on her face, that totally gives me those vibes, but they might like if you do that to them, the female. Or the man would like if you sat on their face, like they want you all over them. But I also get from this too, guys, is spitting. Like spit in my mouth, spit on my face. Like somebody might like that and they just don't have you. Some people feel uncomfortable communicating things that they like, but that's why we're here, right? All right, now we have body worship. They worship your body, will take their time to explore every bit of you. They love specific areas of your body. And this could be dealing with a Virgo, okay? So this could be they love your ass. This is like grabbing onto your hips, pulling you close, like really getting a good grip on the hips. Love that. This could be more about like the butt sex, I feel, from that other card. Like somebody is into sex from behind, anal sex. And it doesn't have to be a female. This could be a male who's into butt stuff too. And maybe they just don't feel comfortable telling you that. Like maybe they want you to slip a finger in there, you know? Oops. And they would enjoy it. They wouldn't mind it. Some guys like their girls to, you know, get a strap on and give it to them. So that could be that. They just aren't telling you. Okay, so now we have silence. Likes to use oral sex toys is silent sex, not very expressive during sex. So this always feels like polar energies to me. Could be a Cancer, another Cancer card. Which, Capricorn, that's interesting because you're in opposition to Cancer on the zodiac wheel. Anyway, I don't know why that just wanted to come out, but the silence and the likes to use oral sex toys, to me, that this is like the not very expressive during sex always to me doesn't feel like that's what's trying to come across, but you'll know how it is for you, Capricorn, what's coming across here. To me, this is someone like who silences you during sex, like on purpose, with the oral sex toys, or like a pillow over your face, or a hand over your face, or maybe you're into like being choked. Lustful eyes, intense physical attraction, a lot of sexual subtext in the conversation, lots of flirting. Capricorn, here you are. So this could just be this connection I feel with this Queen of Wands, Capricorn, like male or female. It's just an intense spark where you feel drawn and pulled to someone, and it's exciting. And they are these things. They're lustful, they're sexy, they're attractive. They stand in their power. You know, they know their power. They know their sexual power. It's good. So now we have anywhere, sex outdoors, sex any place, anytime, anywhere, unplanned sex, Sagittarius. We've had this feeling come out in a lot of cards previous to this card where there's just that energy of outdoors. So maybe you guys have had sex outside. The thrill of getting caught turned somebody on. There was something that just wanted to come out and it went in and went right out. Oh, what was it? Oh, the unplanned sex thing. This is also ties into this Queen of Wands. Like, it's just so exciting. Like, you just can have sex all day. And that's not always how it feels with somebody. Like, sometimes you can have sex with a person, right? And you're good. Sometimes you just cannot get enough, okay? And that's that Queen of Wands energy, male or female. Religious factors. One lover is more spiritual than the other. Sexual decisions based on spiritual beliefs. Sexual union lacks spiritual foundation. Okay, so this could be Pisces energy. You could be dealing with the Pisces. This could be tying into Capricorn, the energy I'm feeling about this cold sex. Okay, so if you're having sex with an air sign or someone with a lot of air in their chart, or air sign rising would be the strongest. But they may come across sometimes like their heart just isn't in it. Like, if it's this real intense physical attraction and it's like they want to have sex all the time, maybe you're getting the vibes from them like you're being used or something. Like, they're just not in it in a deep way. Like, it feels a little superficial, or like, yeah, like the heart's not in it. Like, their emotions aren't in it. It's just like, it's almost what I'm getting in my mind is like the image of like when you have sex with someone and they're acting like it's like a real life porn, you know, and it's just feels like this production, like a show, like they're in their head about it. They're thinking about the next thing they're going to do, the next move they're going to make, and there's no enjoyment in there. That you can feel there's no emotion because they're very mental in what they're doing. That's the vibes I'm getting from this card, but also it could be exactly what it says here. Just one person feels a more spiritual connection than the other person. This also, to me, can be like the Hierophant card, and to me, sometimes the Hierophant never really gives me good vibes, guys. I'm gonna be honest. I just don't like that card. To me, it's like all things wrong with like that like religion imposes on you, or like how it can get that cult kind of mindset or something like that. This is somebody who maybe like the feeling of like they have sex to have children, you know, like sex is not for pleasure. It's boring, like missionary, that too. I don't know. I'm getting that vibe for some of you. Like, they aren't telling you. So it's funny because it has that polar feeling to me again, like with all the Cancer cards coming out for Capricorn and then you showing up, like they are in opposition to you on the zodiac wheel. This feels to me that same way, like there's this push and pull happening here. And I don't know, Capricorn, if this is what the person you're with isn't telling you, or if it's what you're not telling someone, or somebody on the outside is the energy that I'm picking up that's not in this connection. The fiery connection is the one you're in, but this push and pull and this and that is this devil on the outside. What else aren't they telling? See, here we go. So now we have this card says sacred. Perfect union of love, sacred sexual union, conscious sexuality, and this is Scorpio, okay? This is like out of this world connection sexually. This to me is a spiritually connected sexual energy where it's just unlike anything you ever felt. Like this to me is like twin flame sex. Like you'll never forget it. You'll always come back for it. Its purpose is to keep bringing you back together. It transforms you. It's that life or death sex. It's just, you know, it changes a person. So it's interesting that it's coming out after these religious factors. Maybe some of you guys are with someone who's a different religion or whatever, and, you know, like the Hierophant card, there's all these rules and regulations, and people can feel like they can't follow their heart because of what a church says or something like that. But it feels meant to be, you know? So there could be that struggle there. Now we have the call. Booty call, meaningless sex, occasional sex encounters, Pisces. So this, to me, could be what I was feeling earlier. Somebody could still be stepping out into a third-party situation and meeting up with this devil that their heart isn't in it with, but somehow they feel bound to them. Or something like that. Meeting them anywhere, any place, anytime, sex outside, all of that. Like, but it feels exhausting. So I don't understand why it's still happening. Maybe I'm getting somebody is doing it because they have like ties with this person still, and they're trying to keep like on good terms until they get something from them that they still need, and they know that if they break it off completely, they're not going to get some sort of end result that they're hoping for, and they aren't telling you that. They're just sleeping with you and their heart's not in it because there's something they're still needing or wanting from you, Capricorn. So they're pretending that they care and they love you. They're saying all the right things, but their heart's not in it. That's why it feels so cold. It's like the person who says all the right things, but just... What else aren't they telling, Capricorn? What else aren't they telling, Capricorn? To me, the call card too, it feels sneaky. You know, like someone's sneaking off to make a phone call or trying to get away from someone to have a phone call. Or like waiting till someone's asleep and then having conversations or communication. Now we have choice overload. There's 3 women on this card. This always makes me feel like a third party energy. It doesn't have to be 3 women. It could be 3 men, okay? It could be whatever. Too many options. The path of excess for pleasure. Difficult for them to be loyal to one lover. Taurus. This could just be exactly what it says. Like somebody has other options. Or somebody could be holding that over your head that they have other options. You know, like, I don't need you. I have other options. And maybe you are their wish fulfillment, Capricorn, and they're just not telling you that. But there's some sort of, like, because this is Taurus, this feels like someone trying to make, like, a power play to me. Like, you know, like, let me know what you're going to do or blah, 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 because I have other options. And it could just be a warning too. I was feeling a warning earlier, like that, you know, they're not being loyal. There's something here. So now we have self-conscious, negative self-image, feeling not good enough in sex, fear of disappointing. This is more Virgo energy. So yeah, this is to me that somebody just feels like they can't measure up. And that could be the energy I was feeling about like somebody who's such a performer, like they watch porn, they're like, this is what sex is like, and they're putting on a show. And the other person's like, that makes me feel uncomfortable, it's a little weird, that's not how real sex is. It feels like we're putting on a show for people instead of connecting as two human beings. It doesn't feel like a spiritual connection's happening. But then we have all this other energy that says it is, you know, like it's sacred sex. So somebody could just be really insecure or just doesn't feel good enough or feels like somebody has a lot of choices and that they're going to leave them. Because now we have the sex sorceress, and I love this card. It is Aries, and it says, a natural ability to awaken your desires, channel sexual energy to lure their lovers, and they could practice sex magic. So this is somebody who knows who they are sexually. Interesting, it's coming out with this person who feels self-conscious sexually, okay? So maybe this person is here to awaken a part of you, Capricorn, that's been sleeping or hibernating. And all this sexual, creative, new Aries energy is just, it's waking something up in you. And these negative feelings you're having about yourself, this is the things you need to go inside and look at about yourself and ask yourself why this is coming up. Okay? I'm going to move on to the Twin Flame Shadows deck now and see what else is going on underneath the surface. If you guys are still here, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. La la la. We're in this together. Alright, what else aren't they telling Capricorn? Okay, distant. Somebody is distant here. I mean, I feel it. There's this cold energy or this cut off or this, you know, just like the heart not in and all the way. Then we have walking away. Maybe somebody's having these fears or thoughts of walking away from this connection, Capricorn, and they aren't telling you. Maybe you're having fears of walking away. What else aren't they telling Capricorn? Oh my gosh. So this card, like death and distant, I just heard death is in the distance, Capricorn. I don't know what that's about. Could be a death of a relationship with walking away coming out here. What else aren't they telling Capricorn? I'm also getting Capricorn, some of you guys, they aren't telling you that they could be doing like with the sex magic here. Like maybe you don't know this is going on with religious factors here. Silenced. To me, this feels like somebody blackmailing. You know how in the beginning of the reading, Capricorn, I felt like somebody was like maybe thinking about putting pictures online or video online that maybe somebody has of you. They're thinking of doing something like that. And then we have this card, silenced. And her brain is exposed and she's like holding her brain and her lips are sewn shut. So this could be something somebody's just really, really, really thinking about doing that. Now we have repelled. So to me, this is like a gross energy. This just feels gross to me. It's something that completely turns you off, okay? One-sided. Somebody could just be feeling like this connection is one-sided. Somebody is in it really deeply. And I feel like for some of you, both of you are in it deeply, but there's someone who's having thoughts that it just feels like they're not connecting in their heart, or they're, you know, just like a player. Like, I don't know, you'll know. But I don't feel like that's for all of you. I feel like for some of you, it just, you think this, you're thinking this, but it's not the reality of the situation. Excuses. So somebody here is making excuses about something. And then we have superficial. Somebody's wearing a mask. It's so weird because I'm feeling like all these cards that are coming out for this Shadows deck, it feels like it's not, it's like somebody's worried about all these things. Somebody is asking themselves these things like, are they just making excuses? Are they just superficial? Are they not turned on by me? Are they repelled by me? Are they grossed out by me? You know, like, and somebody's not communicating that, like there's this distance. But I'm feeling like it's something that has to do with some past trauma, like relationship trauma. So you just like are caught in your head thinking these things, like you're looking for all these signs, like to convince yourself that what you're thinking is right. That's how it feels to me. For some of you, it could be right, but for others of you, it's wanting me to say that. Like this is just something you're stuck in a loop in your mind about something that it's fueled by something that happened in the past, and it's like you've carried it over into your new relationship. Like you're trying not to repeat the same patterns, so you're like on high alert looking for all the signs. Are they going to leave me? You know, we don't talk all day long, so maybe they don't like me. Maybe they are planning on leaving me. Maybe they think I'm gross. Maybe I'm not as experienced. Maybe, like, it's just how it feels, like somebody who's trapped in their mental. It just feels like a hamster on a wheel. What else aren't they telling Capricorn? I'm going to do one more pass. And we got 4 more. So we have fixated. This is, I think, tying into that devil energy. Somebody here is fixated, feels bound to some sort of attachment, and they're on the outside, and there's something that they're like planning or plotting behind your back, Capricorn, it feels like. And I don't know if you're aware of this yet. Unavailable. This person may be unavailable to you, whoever's plotting or planning you're unavailable to them right now, Capricorn. Power. Okay, here I go. This is the energy I was feeling about sex magic and religion. And, yep, for some of you, somebody is doing this to you. Trying to get power over you. And they aren't telling you embarrassment. And I feel like it would be something that's embarrassing, like pictures online or a video online, or something that they have that they know that you would feel shame or embarrassment about. And they're like dangling it over your head, or they're using it. Maybe they're using it to manipulate you to have you come meet up with them, to like have oral sex with them, or to have sex with them. That's why there's just anytime, any place, anywhere. There's some sort of like, you know, they're holding it over your head to do that. And you feel like a fool. You feel like a clown. You feel used. And it's in a dead connection. This is irresponsible, but I'm feeling like it's a dead connection and somebody is using their power or trying to have power over you by trying to embarrass you or shame you or something like that. All right, now after all that hard stuff, now I'm going to be pulling some sweet messages from the Twin Flame Messages Oracle decks. I have 2 here. I'm just going to let what comes out come out. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. If this is your situation or story, please share in the comments down below. What else aren't they telling Capricorn? Okay. I wish I could take back the things I said. We got somebody who talks a lot here. And then somebody who feels like someone doesn't talk a lot. It's like it's either one or the other for you guys, but I feel both. I can still feel you. I'm more affected than you know. I should have been more honest with you about how I was feeling at the time. No other compares to you. Sure feels that way with this fixated, there's a lurker here. But now you know why. What else aren't they telling Capricorn? One more pass. All right, last deck, guys. What else aren't they telling Capricorn? What else aren't they telling Capricorn? Ooh. All right. You still take my breath away. I just want to be happy. There are so many unsaid things between us. I've thought about reaching out to you, but then I stopped myself. I'm trying to think of what I want to say to you. What else aren't they telling Capricorn? I don't think I can take your reaction right now. What else aren't they telling Capricorn? That one jumped and went right back in. What else aren't they telling Capricorn? Last pass. All right, Capricorn. That's it for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining on my channel. If this is your first time, welcome, and you've made it this far, awesome. Please make sure you subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next video. And please share if this is your situation in the comments, and if you guys have any other good readings you'd like me to do that are juicy like this one, feel free to leave that in the comments as well too. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.